Chava Williglivi here with part 2 of Twinkle, Twinkle, showcasing breathtaking songs about stars. Part 1 featured the fascinating story of how the song Swinging on a Star came to be. And at its conclusion, I promised you that today's podcast would share another amazing anecdote about how a different song came into existence. I hope you won't mind my postponing that anecdote to Thursday's episode so that I can devote today's podcast, virtually coinciding with both the winter solstice, marking the shortest day and longest night of the year, as well as the Great Conjunction, an event during which the two largest planets in our solar system, Jupiter and Saturn, will appear to nearly overlap and form a double planet, to star songs with a loftier, more philosophical tone. We begin with the haunting Lost in the Stars from the 1949 Broadway musical of the same name, with music by Kurt Weill and lyrics by Maxwell Anderson, based on the acclaimed South African novel Cry the Beloved Country. Now, there are scores of magnificent renditions of Lost in the Stars, and my original intention was to feature the first rendition of the song by Todd Duncan, who starred in the musical's original Broadway cast. But subsequently, I came across a performance by Brock Peters, the actor best known for playing the role of Tom Robinson in the 1962 film To Kill a Mockingbird, and for his role as the villainous Crown in the 1959 film version of Porgy and Bess, and who was nominated for the Tony Award for Best Actor in a Musical and the Drama Desk Award for Outstanding Performance in the 1972 revival of Lost in the Stars. And his rendition simply blew me away. I hope it'll do the same for you.
It was a short life. Not much time to get it all in. Born in 1900, died in 1950. Kurt Weill crammed 100 years into 50. Melodies that stretched from the back streets of Berlin to the Great White Way in New York. He had one wife, no children. It was us he left his fortune to. It was us, and it is us, that will sing and hear his music forevermore. Before Lord God made the sea and the land, he held all the stars in the palm of his hand, and they ran through his fingers like grains of sand. And one little star fell alone. Then the Lord God hunted through the wide night air for the little dark star on the wind down there. And he stated and promised he'd take special care so it wouldn't get lost again. Now a man don't mind if the stars grow dim clouds blow over and darken him, so long as the Lord God's watching over them, keeping track how it all goes on. But I've been walking through the night and the day till my eyes get weary and my head turns gray. And sometimes it seems maybe God's gone away, forgetting the promise that we heard him say. And we're lost out here in the stars, little stars, big stars, blowing through the night. And we're lost out here in the stars, little stars, big stars, blowing through the night. And we're lost out here in the stars. Happy birthday, Mr. Vai.
You know, as an Orthodox Jew who believes deeply in God and simultaneously has known brief moments of despair, moments when I've wondered if God has abandoned his children, I have strongly identified with the lyrics to Lost in the Stars, lyrics that speak to the musical's protagonist, the minister Stephen Kumalo, at the depth of his crisis of faith in apartheid South Africa. Back in the day when I took voice lessons, I worked on synthesizing the theological doubt expressed in Lost in the Stars with the faith that I believe Stephen Kumalo and I share. I accomplished this by taking a small liberty with the song's lyrics. Instead of singing these lines as a statement, and sometimes it seems maybe God's gone away, forgetting the promise that we heard him say, and we're lost out here in the stars, little stars, big stars, blowing through the night, and we're lost out here in the stars. I sang them as a question. And sometimes it seems maybe God's gone away, forgetting the promise that we heard him say, are we lost out here in the stars? Little stars, big stars, blowing through the night? Are we lost out here in the stars? Judaism welcomes questions, which is why I'd like to end today's podcast with an Israeli song that asks a profound question about stars and about the human condition, and most importantly, concludes with the optimism for which Judaism is justifiably famous. It is entitled Ech Ze Shekochav. How is it that a star, with music by Mati Kaspi and lyrics by the celebrated poet Natan Zach, who passed away just last month. First, here is a translation. How is it that one star alone dares? How does it dare, for God's sake, One star alone I would not dare, and I, in fact, am not alone. And without further ado, here is the brilliant Mati Kaspi singing איך זה שכוכב.
איך זה שכוכב אחד לבד מעז, איך הוא מעז למען השם, כוכב אחד לבד, אני לא הייתי מעז, ואני בעצם לא לבד. איך זה שכוכב אחד לבד מעז, איך הוא מעז למען השם, למען השם. טה-נה-נה, טה-נה-נה, טה-דה-דה-דה. איך זה שכוכב אחד לבד מעז, איך הוא מעז למען השם.
You know, looking back at this podcast's two musical gems, I realize that they bring us back to the winter solstice, marking the shortest day and the longest night of the year, when we might feel engulfed in darkness, lost in the stars, doubtful of God's love, certain of our solitude. In those dark, lonely moments, allow me to bless you with Natan Zach's words, Va'ani be'etzem lo levad, and I, in fact, am not alone. Until Thursday, I'm signing off for now with a song in my heart.